Hey, I'm back with my second video 6 months after the first video. I didn't really plan to do any more videos after the first one because I realized that I actually don't, well, first of all, I don't like seeing my face, but second of all, I don't like talking to people, and I don't like having to interact with the community. I'm really antisocial, but here I am on social media talking to no one at this point because I'm too afraid to put myself out there. But I think that the Spirit is telling me I have to get over that, and Spirit is telling me to just do it and to not worry about who it reaches or how it gets out there, and to just trust them. So, yeah, I've learned to listen. I've learned to listen, because if I don't listen to what they're telling me to do, then they just keep bugging me and bugging me and bugging me until I actually do it. And then when I do, really good things happen. So leap of faith, I'm just going to trust it and go with it, and we'll see where it leads. So the reason that I'm back 6 months after I posted that my first and only video about about the need for focusing on the world that we want to create instead of the world that we fear, or focusing on the outcome that you want instead of the one that you fear, right? It's because I was watching a Denise Siegel video the other day. She's an amazing, amazing astrologer. I've been following her for a really long time. And she shared a dream that she had that reminded me of the reason I started this channel. It reminded me of a series of dreams that I had. Well, at this point in 2021, this is like almost going back 4 years. The first one I had was in 2017, and I think that the last one I had might have been 2019 or 2020. I don't know. The years all blend into each other, and every day is the same, and time is really not a thing anyway. So yeah, so she shared this dream about this really dystopian future where everything was divided by race. The white race was supreme, and if you were sympathetic to mixing races or a multicultural world, then you were persecuted and put to death. And that was a dream that I had too, back in 2017, right after Trump was inaugurated. Everybody was fearing for the worst, and I had a dream very similar to that. The city was on fire, and I was hiding out because there were these armed patrols that were going door to door looking for people who were traitors to their race, and they were being collected and put to death. I don't know the details of where or how, but I knew that I was being hunted because I was one of those people that was sympathetic to a non-white supremacist world. And I was being hunted for my beliefs in equality and injustice. Well, and justice, not injustice. So I had that dream. It was terrifying. I knew, I woke up before, as this armed patrol was banging down my door, and I was trying to hide my children and make sure that they were safe, but I knew that I was going to die. So to hear Denise talk about a dream similar to that, where she was basically being asked by, I don't remember if it was Steve Bannon or I don't know, someone in her dream, to choose light or dark. And that reminded me of the following two dreams that I had that were about that too. One of them, I would remember being in a spaceship floating above the earth, and there were thousands of us in this cargo bay, and we were getting ready to go on a mission. We were super excited about it. We knew it was very important, and we knew what we were doing mattered. So we were psyched until the door opened, and it was just like this all-encompassing feeling of emptiness, of nothingness, of complete evil. I mean, people talk about evil being separation from God, not being connected to love. And I do believe that. And that's what this was. It was just complete absence of love. and it was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying. And we started freaking out, and people were being sucked into like this darkness, and trying to get back on the ship, and changing our minds about, wanting to go down to Earth and do this work. And I woke up, obviously, before I got sucked in to the dark nothingness. And then the third dream that I had was really similar to that, in that, again, I was with this big group of people. We were waiting inside a cathedral, very beautiful cathedral. At this time, we knew that the darkness and the evil presence was outside, and that it was coming closer. It was coming for us. And we were scared, but we were determined to face it this time. But as it got closer, it just got more and more frightening, and people started to lose their resolve and started to get anxious. And there was this like kind of murmur among the crowd, and a young girl, about 12 years old, she reminded me of Greta Thunberg. She had that kind of like fierce young energy, but we recognized her as Christ. She made her way above the crowd. She stood at the pulpit, and she got our attention. She said, "Listen, what is outside is merely a shadow. We can only see it because light is illuminating the truth. And now is not the time to be afraid. We must stand tall, face the truth, and be lions of the light." And as she said that phrase, light filled the cathedral. The windows, these beautiful stained glass windows, started glowing and glowing brighter and brighter and brighter, until the whole room just exploded in a ball of white light that blasted the darkness back. And that's when I woke up. So one dream that I had ended in imminent death. Another one ended in being sucked into an evil black hole. And the third one ended in a ball of white light. I haven't had dreams like that before or since. I don't know quite what to make of them, but I have never been able to shake the phrase lions of the light. And I keep seeing lion imagery, and I keep seeing phrases that remind me of that, or things that recall those dreams and that imagery. So it feels important, and it feels important to share. And I don't know anything else at this point. I wrote out this whole story in a comment under one of Denise's posts, which probably wasn't the best way to share that, so I'm sorry. So now I'm putting it here, and now you have some context for why I started this channel, why there's only 2 videos, because honestly, I mean, what else do we need to know, right? Let's manifest the future that we want, and know that our choices create our reality. But I like to do other stuff too. I do get messages from spirit sometimes, not consistently. I don't consider myself a psychic or intuitive, although I am, and spirit is telling me to just shut up. Just shut up and trust them. So I will. And I'm going to shuffle my cards. I don't know if they have any messages for me, for us, for if anybody other than me ever finds this video. Maybe there's something about it. That's going to be loud, so sorry. Deal with it. All right. I'm not the greatest at shuffling, so things just fall out. Okay. So we've got the 9 of Swords coming up, right? We may be feeling anxious. I certainly am, so I don't know if this is meant for me or meant for the collective, but there we go. 9 of Swords. That feels about right. What else, Spirit? And the Star. That's such a beautiful card. Okay. Hold on to that light. Hold on to that hope. It's there. We're connected to it. It feels far away. but it's there. Anything else, Spirit? What else do I need to know today? All right, I'm going to stop there. I've got the Chariot. I really like this card. I don't always know what to make of it. I just think it's funny. So we've got two major arcana cards here, the Star, the Chariot. The Chariot, to me, I mean, I love the sort of yin and yang imagery in the Chariot, the black horse, the white horse. I had a dream, side note, I actually had a dream very recently about a white horse, and that was, that also felt significance. I've been seeing a lot of white horses or horse imagery come up, so I'm gonna have to look that up and figure out what the meaning of that is. But I like the Chariot. To me, is a card of forward movement, but that takes some effort, because you've got to harness those energies, and they're opposite energies, right? So we kind of have to unite those two opposing energies and drive them forward. And again, this is the message that I'm always getting about move in the direction of your dreams, is what I'm being told. And that seems very cliche. I think there's a quote about that. But it takes determined movement. Sometimes we're so focused on the outcome, we don't understand the importance of just taking steps in that direction. Move that way in whatever small way that you can. And sometimes we feel so stuck. The problems in this world are so large, and they can feel so overwhelming that we don't know where to start, and we let our fear of being in wrong action prevent us from taking any action at all. And to me, this is Spirit saying, get over that. Don't let your fear keep you from moving forward in the direction of your hopes and dreams. Simple message, universal message, but one that is very, very easy to forget, at least for me, and maybe for you too. So I hope that helps. And then the last card that came out, they want me to hold this card up, is the card of sisterhood. I watch a lot of other readings where people have really negative associations with this card about it being a third party situation. It's all relationship stuff. But this is a beautiful card. Look at this card of sisterhood and friendship. And again, looking at the stars. So this is about our community too. And about that feminine rising. So sorry, men, but we all have masculine and feminine sides, right? Or those energies within us that motivate us and move us forward. This in particular is about bringing that feminine into balance, and about embracing those bonds of sisterhood and friendship and working towards our dreams. So that's it. That's the message that came through today. Now you know my story and what drives me. I hope that this helps you, and I hope I see you again. Thank you so much. Bye.